Hello, my name is Zach, and I like to backpack around the world. Good afternoon from a very rainy Guadalajara. Today, I am still going to be going to the boxing match between Anderson Silva and Julio César Chávez Jr. Although I'm not going to try to get there for the first match because, let's be honest, I'm not a huge boxing fan. I like the big fights, that's about it. I'm more of an MMA fan, UFC fan. Boxing's cool every now and then, but it's just not something I'm super interested in like I am UFC. So I'll be there around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. before the main card starts. So I'll at least watch the main card. So, yeah. I am inviting you to join me on this adventure to Jalisco Stadium for this boxing event, as well as whatever I get into prior. I need to lock this window so it'll stop doing this. Alright, take two. I, Zach Backpacking Around the World, am inviting you to join me on whatever I get into today before the boxing event. Maybe not much, maybe just get something to eat, and then I need to go by Office Depot to print out my ticket, and then I'll be heading to Jalisco Stadium, and I'll bring you whatever I can bring you, video-wise. So, shall you? Y'all already know me. I had to get the buffalo wings. It's always a safe bet for me. I have secured a physical copy of my ticket for tonight's event. I have arrived at Jalisco Stadium.
Empezar desde cero en un país que parte diferente, con otro sistema, otra cultura, otro tipo de gente. Socializarte y formar parte del sistema, conseguir papeles para trabajar sin tener problemas. Si eres ilegal,
¡Tiene fila!
The natural passing of the torch of the greatest Mexican fighters.
La verdad es que yo estoy muy contento de estar aquí, vine a apoyar a mi hermano y la verdad que estoy muy contento de estar aquí, sentarme en primera fila y poder ver a uno de mis más grandes ídolos, que es Julio César Chávez, pelear como quiera que sea, exhibición, lo que sea. Para mí es un honor y mis respetos para él, es para mí un ídolo desde que empecé en el boxeo.
For him, it's very satisfactory to be able to be here, to be ringside, supporting his brothers, and obviously get a chance to see one of the greatest Mexican fighters, Julio César Chávez. And it's an emotional moment for him. So let's be clear, tonight is the night of the Chávez family, but we also have the Alvarez family, not only as fighters, but also ring and your nephew. How do you feel?
No, me siento muy contento, ¿no? Desgraciadamente peleamos con uno de los Chávez ahora en esta ocasión, pero venimos también apoyar a Chávez. Y sí, mi sobrino Johan también debutó ya profesional, que ojalá escuchen su nombre muy pronto, va a llegar muy lejos. Obviamente si él quiere, como me decía Chepo y Eddie, va a llegar hasta donde él quiera.
He's very happy to be here. He's very glad that we have this opportunity. It was really sad that he had to face the Chávez family, but obviously he had the pride of getting a chance to see his nephew. And like Eddie and Chepo once said, he will go as far as he wants. You've gone the furthest ever. How much further do you need to go?
Lo más que se pueda, lo más que se pueda. Yo solo voy adelante, voy queriendo hacer historia y lo que se me ponga enfrente es lo que voy a ir logrando.
He's going to go as far as he can, and whatever is in front of him, he's going to go for it. Mandatory question, who's next? Dame, dime.
No me importa quién sea, el que sea, estoy listo para quien sea. Ojalá se pueda dar la oportunidad y si no, hay otros campeones por ahí, pero nadie me va a parar.
Whoever's in front of me, I'm willing to take that. He wants to unify, so he's willing to take Caleb Plan, but if it's not him, it's anybody. Congratulations, what a fantastic family. Felicidades, una familia excelente. Brandon, back to you. Ya me cortaron.
it back to my Airbnb here in Guadalajara. Oh man, what a beautiful moment in the world of MMA. The first UFC fighter to, what's the word, go into boxing and actually succeed. The first one. Conor McGregor failed. Ben Askren definitely failed. But Anderson Silva, wow, he really impressed me, and it touched my heart. You know, after his leg incident with Chris Weidman, ironically, all the other fights he had, everyone went after his leg, and you know what? Boxing was the right move for Anderson, and he seemed happy. He seemed free-flowing, and I really enjoyed his performance. I'm not a huge boxing fan because it's so predictable what happens. It's not like you're in your seat in awe of every single fight like you are in UFC. In UFC, there's so many different variables of what could happen to where it's so interesting. In boxing, it's the same thing. Headshot, body shot, guard your head, you know, sway out of the way of the punches, all that good stuff. In UFC, you gotta worry about a hell of a lot more than that. So, pretty cool that Anderson Silva went to boxing and he made it entertaining. I was thoroughly entertained from the first second of the bout to the end. I gave Julio César Chávez Jr. the 3rd and the 7th round. Some of the commentators or broadcasters gave Anderson Silva the 7th round. I don't know. Boxing rounds are difficult to judge anyways, because what I believe who wins usually isn't who wins, and the judges had it as a split decision. I don't see how. I thought the 1st and 2nd round might have been close. The 3rd round was definitely Julio César Chávez. The 4th and 5th were definitely Anderson Silva. The 7th, I guess it could have went either way. I gave it to Julio. And then the 8th round was for sure Anderson Silva. It was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Anderson Silva deserves it. I'm happy for him. Like, I thoroughly appreciate everything he did in the world of MMA and UFC. I'm like, big fan of his. I used to not be so big into him because he used to be so cocky and arrogant. But with UFC, if you can't tell, some of the people have to be that way, because if they're not, they feel like they can't sell them anymore. Like Colby Covington. Colby Covington didn't used to be this MAGA Trump supporter, this heel character. He used to be the friendly, average Joe fighter, but the UFC was about to cut him, so Colby went to Brazil and he did what he had to do. So that's MMA for you. That's UFC for you. Anderson Silva is a good guy. Like, if I knew what I knew now of him, I would have never been, you know, against him or rooting for the other guy, even though the other guys, you know, they don't deserve to lose either, but I don't know. So I enjoyed the event tonight here in Guadalajara. Good times. Would I ever go to a boxing event again? Depends on who, and if I do go, it would have to be me arriving during the main card. I arrived like an hour or two before the main card tonight, and whew, that was long. And honestly, if you want my honest opinion, it was boring up until the Ramon Alvarez versus, God. See, I'm not a boxing fan. I don't even remember the other guy's name. But that was a good fight, though. Ramon Alvarez really did some good work on the other guy. So yeah, I guess this is where I'm going to end this video. I'm going to begin the other video in probably an hour or two, because tomorrow or today or whatever it is, I will be heading to Mexicali, walking over the border, and making my way downtown. Not downtown. Well, maybe downtown, but not downtown anywhere near Mexicali or Calexico. But I'll be making my way to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm so excited to go to Sin City. It'll be the first time that I've been to Las Vegas in 2 years. Pretty long time. I enjoy Las Vegas. Do I intend on gambling? Yes and no. For the most part, no. I kind of want to gamble at Resorts World. I will be there in Las Vegas during the opening day of Resorts World. So I think it would be pretty cool to do a shoe or two at Resorts World. So maybe I can make that happen. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it'll be so banging and popping that I might not be able to get a seat at the blackjack table, and I'll give up and go to somewhere else. So this video is over. Thank you for watching. My name is Zach, and I do like to backpack around the world. Adios from Guadalajara.